Okay, good morning. I gotta calm down. I just had the creepiest, most grossest thing happen. Ugh. Okay, do you know what a cicada bug is? You know the bugs in the summer, and they make this sound. Zzz. Well, they're like the size of a hummingbird. Teddy, no, Charlie, come. They're so big, and they're so creepy looking. Okay, oh my gosh, and I just touched one, and I didn't want to, but I had to. Oh my gosh, this guy right here, Charlie, my beautiful little Charlie. When he's in trouble, I call him Charlie Stanley. Charlie, he is something else. He likes to dig up worms. He likes to chase moths and ants and all sorts of crazy things. Anyways, Teddy had just finished going poop. So it was a miracle because Charlie had already gone poop. So, I don't know if you've seen in my earlier videos, when both dogs go poop, like same time on the same walk, that's a miracle. So anyways, Teddy had already pooped. Charlie had already pooped, and I was cleaning up Teddy's poop, sorry. Anyways, and Charlie was kind of over to the side. I was distracted. I saw him digging at something, and then he opened his mouth, and then I could kind of see something, but I couldn't tell what it was. And then he closed his mouth, and he kept his mouth closed. And I was like, Charlie, release. Charlie, release. And he just kept his mouth. His snout was completely closed like lockjaw. So I put my fingers in his mouth, and I felt something, and I pulled it out, and it was a cicada bug alive. Oh my gosh, it was the size of my thumb. Oh my gosh, it was ginormous, and I had to touch it. Gross. Oh, yuck. I'm so creeped out by that. But then the Holy Spirit brought something to my remembrance. That happened a week ago. And actually, this is the second time that somebody had spoken this over me. But last week, I went to this women's conference called The Time Is Now, with Karen and Paula. And this lady, Londa, had spoken over me. She said, you're going to bring people to Christ. You're going to go speak to people in some of the darkest places, uncomfortable places. You're going to be able to relate to people and reach people that most people can't go into. And when this thing happened with the cicada that I had to touch, I was like, oh God, why did I have to do that? What gross? Like, why'd you make me? And then the Holy Spirit brought that prophetic word to my remembrance about, I'm going to have to go into dark places. I love Charlie. I love that dog. I had to take that cicada out of his mouth. It was alive. I don't know if they sting, if it could hurt him, what. Anyways, I had to do it because I love him. And God showed me, when Jazz was going through some struggles, and Christian, I have had to go show up in some really dark places. But because I love Jazz and because I loved Christian, I went to some places that would make your toes curl. And they were frightening, but when I went with the power of the Holy Spirit. And, some places, yeah, I was afraid, but I was more mad and more desperate for the person's soul that I went anyway. And so, anyways, when God brought that word to my mind, I was thinking, oh no, oh Lord, can't we just reach these people another way? I don't want to have to go into these scary, creepy places, but I do love them and I care about them, and I don't want their soul to perish. I don't want them to be eternally separated. I want everybody that God puts in my path, I want them to go to heaven more than anything. I want to make sure that their soul is secured with Jesus. So, anyways, that creepy, scary encounter with that giant cicada came at such a timely manner, because yesterday was the end of my 40-day fast. But this morning as I was walking, I said, I don't want it to be the end of my fast. I want to continue to deny myself. I want to take that time and draw deeper and spend that time with my Father. And I want to continue to discipline and deny myself the certain things that I had denied myself of. So, anyways, that's what I want to share. Because this is, I guess this is going to be the beginning of my journey going into some dark places. I've had a few of my friends reach out, and they have a loved one that is trembling on the verge of hell, and they're in a very dark place, and they've reached out to me, and I need to kick it in, accelerate, and get in there, pull that cicada out of that mouth, pull Satan out of them by the power of Jesus Christ. He's granted us all power and authority, and the time is now.